Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Real at Midnight. I am Pahua.
I'm Gao.
And I'm Jessica. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Real at Midnight. Today we are drinking.
I bought us some red blend of the Josh brand. I don't know specifically like what type it is, but it's just red blend.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to try it.
Yeah.
I'm a little thirsty today. But let's just get right into
And
today's.
Pahua's drink?
Oh, it's just water. You can
Dang, you
skip it.
Dang, my
excluded
bad.
the pregnant woman over here.
My bad. It's not interesting. That's
I-
why I didn't
it's
introduce
not.
it. I'm kidding. But was having water today.
Yes. Surprise.
Okay, can we jump into today's topic now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wanted to talk about how you guys, I guess, handle your finances as a married couple. Because Tujer and I were going through we're going through this hill.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So currently we have our money together in an account. So his income, my income comes together.
Mhm.
But then we're having like a lot of issues with where we put our money towards, just because he's definitely the saver in our marriage and I'm the spender. So we like a lot of the issues in our marriage comes from just how we want to spend our money. So I'm just wondering how you guys do it and see if you guys have any tips for us. Because, yeah, yesterday we had like a talk about like maybe splitting our accounts just because of that. And it felt like we were breaking up, but we're not breaking up.
Oh no.
Financial breakup.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think it would be better for us and for our marriage
Yeah.
in general. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are at least talking about it because I remember reading somewhere, finance is the number one thing people
Yeah.
fight about
That
in
is
a married
true.
couple, in a relationship. So,
Mhm.
but I can start. I guess TK and I, we both have our separate accounts where our paychecks go into, and then we also have a joint account that we use for things that we both would use for, kind of like for the house, for paying bills, for all of that. But then we have our separate account, and then we can spend it and save however much we want.
Okay.
So that's how we do our finances.
And it works fine for you guys.
Yeah, it works fine. I don't think we've had any issues, any big issues yet.
Okay.
I think TK is definitely the saver too in the relationship. I think I'm spending more money on what I think is necessary, but I guess he doesn't think is necessary.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Like stuff for the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Extra stuff. But
Yeah, all he needs is just like probably just a bed and nothing else in his bedroom. But
For real.
ladies are thinking about, okay, what do we need
Yeah.
for like dressers, vanity, like
Yeah,
decor.
hangers?
yes.
Yeah.
just basic like household stuff, like soap, detergent, laundry.
Yeah.
And I'm spending money on that, and I don't think he even thinks about that because they're always there for him.
Yeah,
because I'm buying
that
it.
is true.
See. Okay.
When you're the one buying, you know how much it costs. You know, like, okay, I gotta allocate this amount to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, maybe not this paycheck, but next paycheck we can get this item or whatever.
Yeah, we'll just like leave like all of a sudden, or let's just let the shampoos run out and then like not restock it, and then we'll see what they say, right?
But do you
For
guys share the
real.
same kind of shampoo?
We do.
Okay.
He has a shampoo where I use for my scalp, and then I use a different shampoo for my ends.
Oh, wow,
okay.
you fancy.
So we kind of do
Test
share.
it.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, like for example, this is off topic, but then like if the house gets too messy and I'm tired of cleaning it, I'll just be like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it to see if he does anything about it. You
They
know?
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it doesn't happen until you actually say it.
Even when you say it, sometimes it doesn't even happen.
Yeah.
So.
You have to start the cleaning and then ask them to help you clean.
For real.
Um, I would say for us, we recently just started to share a joint account. But for like the last 2.5 years of our marriage, it's been all like individual accounts. And we decided to just join accounts just to pull our money together and pay the bills. Because I didn't want it to be heavier on one person than the other since we make different amounts too. And so what we do now is like I have a crazy spreadsheet that has like all the expenses in a month that we'll have to pay. And then with that, like I look at what our net income is together. And then I kind of like do some calculations to figure out like how much are we actually spending on our bills and then how much can we actually save after that. And then how much can we use in our own pockets. So for example, like what we do is like we save this amount of dollars every month, but then like $200 of each paycheck that you get, you can keep it and like spend it however you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we've been doing it for the last 6 months now. And it's been working well. I think we've been saving a lot more this way too. And I think that was the biggest goal was like making sure we pay our bills and stay on top of our savings. Because then before it was really hard for us to save to the amount that we can now.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, because teacher and I, we have, like, we put our money together, but then
Sorry.
at this, like, after we pay our bills and we come back and look at it, like, our money is not going anywhere. Like, it's just at the same spot where it was previously, and we really want to save. Like, I don't know how teacher does it, but sometimes he would, like, kind of add up our bills and how much we would be able to save in like the next 6 months, and then once that time comes, like we're not even where we want to be, like we're still at the same spot where we made that projection. So yeah, I'm really hoping that, well, yesterday teacher was like, yeah, no matter what, we're splitting accounts.
Oh,
So
no.
I think
Oh.
Well, I do think it's easier if you have a saving goals in mind to actually like pay yourself first in a sense where you put that money once you get your paycheck, the money goes to your savings right away. So you don't even think about it later on. You just say,
right.
okay, my check came in and it automatically like part of it automatically went into our savings account. And so when you look at your checking, you're kind of like, okay, I have this amount to spend. You don't go in and then say like, I have this big amount to spend and just forget to do your
Yeah,
savings.
right.
Yeah, I think it's helped me a lot to do my savings on a recurring automatic basis.
Okay.
And so like every time I get my paycheck, then I have a setup where the certain amount goes into my savings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, no, my workplace has that option too, so I'm
Yeah.
really thinking about doing that. But I'm a little nervous though because like up until when we got married, up till now, like teacher's the one that takes care of our finances. So I'm gonna have to do that. But at the same time, I'm a little excited too because I'll be able to kind of use my money however I want instead of having to like asking teacher or like talking to him about making a purchase. I'm not asking him for permission, but it's more of just talking about it and like letting him know that I'm gonna buy this or buy that. And so I think just being able to have that freedom, like it'll feel like I think it'll like it'll allow me to live a little.
Yeah,
guess.
and not feel
Yeah.
guilty about what you're
Yeah.
buying.
Yeah.
I totally agree because I think that's one thing I enjoy about how we do our finances. Because, like I said, like we pretty much split all of our bills. I don't know if this is what married couples should do.
Right.
But we're like roommates.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Because like we split our mortgage, like our electricity, our just like our utilities and all that. He'll pay half, I'll pay half, and then whatever we have left, that is for us to kind of pay our own stuff. Like I pay for my own car, my insurance, and all that, and then he'll pay for his, and then whatever I have left, that's when I know I can use to pay myself, or I put in my savings, or spend it on whatever I want to spend it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's I don't know how TK budgets. I think he budgets different from me because every 2 weeks when I get paid, I make sure I have enough to pay for all of my bills before my next paycheck.
I see.
And so I'll save it for that, and then my next paycheck I'll make sure I have enough for those 2
bills.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the big, like, mortgage.
Yeah.
That I'll do, like, because we pay what, 1,500, let's say, for a mortgage. I'll save 750. Is it 50? 350. Because we split it in half, so I do 750. He has 750.
Okay.
For that 1,500. So I'll do like 300 into my savings. That automatically goes to mortgage with my first paycheck of the month, and then I do that to a second paycheck. It's like, okay, now I'm good.
Right, for the next month.
For mortgage.
Okay.
But I think TK might do it a little differently.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
whatever works.
I know for me, like every time I get a paycheck, I look at what's in my checking account with my paycheck, and then I look at the next 2 week what bills I have, and I deduct that from my paycheck, and then it gives me a number of like, okay, you have this much amount to use. This is what you can spend on whatever. Even for our joint account, like these are our bills for this week. We have this amount to spend until the next paycheck, which is the following week, because we get paid every other week, and it's nice for us because I get paid 1 week and then the next is spa.
Us too.
Yeah. And so we just kind of have to like get through and from that Wednesday to the following Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
And then we determine like, okay, if we're paying for gas, that's coming from my joint account and not from our personal account. Like your personal account is just whatever you want to buy extra from like our combined expenses. So like combined expenses for us is like groceries, or like if we want to get something from for the house, then that's considered like an expense that's coming out of our joint.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's helpful.
So you kind of set up some parameters around it.
Yeah, for sure.
And one thing I found helpful is in my checkings account, if, let's say I budget and I get 200 I can spend for the next 2 weeks. If I have any leftover, when my next paycheck hits,
burn through that the next time. I'm kidding.
I put whatever is left, because I get paid on Friday. So on Thursday night, let's say if I've got $50 left for my $200 budget, I make sure to move that into my savings.
Oh.
Just so that it's like an extra bonus that goes into there instead of, oh, now I've got an extra 50 I can spend.
Right.
I see. Okay.
Something to think about if you want to do that.
Yeah. I do something similar too, because right now we budget where we each have $250 per paycheck to use personally, but I save $50 of that in my personal checking, and then I use the $200 to pay my credit card, and that way if I have a personal expense coming up that I might need extra cash for, then I have already set aside that $50 per paycheck to use for it in the future,
Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I guess I'm a little excited too, because I'll be able to kind of manage my own finances and probably, and then like just learn from it, have some kind of autonomy, because homegirls over here trying to spend money. But then, but yeah, no, I guess I'm nervous and excited, and dang, I don't know if your husband's told you guys, but so Tujer, because I guess it all kind of stemmed from me wanting to do something, but then we just came back from a trip, so Tujer doesn't want me to do it.
What is that something?
I can tell you guys later.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It's nothing like big or whatever, but then so he like doesn't want me to do it, but I want to do it, and so like I guess I've been giving him headaches about that, and he talked to your husbands about it, and they had like a chat about it yesterday.
Well, Vlad's been pretty secretive.
Yeah, GK hasn't said anything to me either.
Oh, great. Yeah, and dang, Tujer was like being petty and throwing me under the bus.
How did
to
you
your
find
husband,
out, though?
because I read through the chat.
Them too. Nothing's private with them.
So, no, but then like I totally get it. I understand, because like I understand where he's coming from. At the same time, like I know where I'm coming from too. But yeah. So yeah, that's why teacher is like, if you want to do what you want to do, or you don't want, or you're not doing what you say you're gonna do, we're going to split accounts no matter what. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's set on you guys
Yeah.
having separate accounts.
Yeah, because
okay.
like a month ago, we were struggling as well, I proposed to him that we should split account and have like a joint account or something like that. Cause
And now he's for real, like.
yeah, so I'm a little scared, but
You asked for
I
it,
know.
Jessica.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. There's definitely a lot of things we need to put in place first before actually splitting our accounts. But yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask you with your joint accounts. So every time you guys put in money into your joint account, do you guys go by like a fixed amount that needs to be into the joint account, or put into the joint account, or do you guys go by a percentage of how much you make?
Um, for us, when I initially did our calculations, we had the same net take home.
Okay.
And so like based on our expenses and because our net income was the same, then it was basically 50-50
Okay.
of what we wanted to put into the joint account.
Okay.
But we haven't reassessed because of my recent job changes,
Yeah.
what that will look like. But we did do it by percentage, and
Okay.
because Vaughn makes less than me, so I didn't want him to put in the same amount as me.
Right.
Um,
Dang, you're so nice. Because I make just a little bit more than Tujer, and I'm like, huh? If I put in $500, you're gonna put in $500 too. But I don't think that would be fair. So yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out like how you guys do it and how we should do it. Yeah.
No, because we don't really put it into that account until we need to. Because again, like we have our own separate accounts,
Oh,
our
okay.
own personal savings. So we would just put our own savings in there, and then if we have any big expenses, then we'll put it in there. Or
Okay.
because in there we mainly just have like our joint savings account is like our wedding money, money from when we like refinance our house. So that kind of money is in our joint savings. Otherwise, we just have our own separate savings.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So he put however much he wants in there. I put however much I put in there, and then that's that. And it hasn't been an issue.
Do you guys have like a personal saving too, aside from your joint account and your checkings account?
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, for our joint savings was from when we were still single,
Okay.
and so I guess it's been really hard to just even save after like getting married and like buying a house and everything. So like now we just really have started to save together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm hoping if by splitting accounts, I can see where my money goes to. Because right now, I feel like, okay, like I don't mind the fact that we have a joint account and like he can do whatever he want, like use it to pay bills or whatever. But then at the same time, like when I want to spend on something and then teacher is like, no, we can't because we don't have that money. And then I'd be like, then where did our money go, you know? But so hopefully by doing this, I can kind of see where my money goes, and I guess kind of understand things from his point of view as to
Yes.
why we don't have money for this or for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good. So because you said he usually takes care of all the bills, right? So if you do this, are you going to be paying for your own bills or?
Yeah, so we'll be splitting the house bills and everything,
Okay.
and then anything that gumulong kay Lon, then I'll pay for. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I think that's good. So you'll, like you said, you'll see where the money is going.
Yeah.
You'll see where you're spending more of your money on.
Yeah.
You're spending it on credit cards or whatever. Then
Right.
you'll see that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea for you to try on your own. If
Yeah.
you haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we were like before we got married, like I have my own like separate savings and checkings and everything, but then I canceled everything on my end so we can do our joint or put everything together in his account. Um, but now it's not working out so good. So yeah, we're gonna split accounts, but
Yeah. See how that goes. Maybe
Yeah.
it might be better. Maybe not. Maybe you'll come up with another idea later on to join
Right.
an account again, or join in a certain area, like joint savings or joint for your
Yeah.
bills.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at, and we'll take a break and we'll come back to the
Sounds
next
good.
topic.
Okay, we are back. And for the second half, we're going to talk about what our biggest expenses have been and what some of our future financial goals are or spending goals. Anyone want to go first?
Oh, you go first.
Well, other than the basic like utilities and household stuff, I think my biggest is definitely on food. Food and before I was pregnant, alcohol.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Jackie and I we spent a lot of money on that. Earlier this year, I haven't been doing this, but I would monthly go and look at my checkings account or like my credit cards if I spent those and see what charges I made, how much I made, and then kind of budget into categories. Go like food related, entertainment, utilities, blah 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 blah. And I think my biggest was food and just like alcohol. And I think that's like more entertainment for alcohol. So that's my biggest. I think right now it's gone down. Right now it's just food. I think it's a pregnancy.
Yeah. Like eating out food or like groceries?
Like grocery.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think the eating out, we've been good. It's the groceries and my subscriptions.
Oh really?
Not that I have a ton, but it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's a lot. It can be a lot. I've got a lot of subscriptions.
Oh, I didn't know
Dude.
that.
Just the dumb stuff. It's just like we have Netflix for free because of T-Mobile.
T-Mobile, yeah.
I'm paying for Hulu and Disney. I'm doing the bundle on that.
Okay.
Oh,
And then I think I'm still paying for Vicky.
Oh,
For Kate for my dramas, but I haven't been watching it, so she'll probably cancel it. My gym membership, which
did you put it on pause?
No,
Oh, you should.
I probably should. Huh?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I think
Anytime
so.
Fitness.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe I have to go do that.
Yeah.
But I'm still paying for that monthly. What else am I paying for? For YouTube.
Oh, you're doing
Spotify?
YouTube too?
Yeah, in my Spotify. Yeah, it's like I've got quite a bit.
Those are essentials.
Yeah.
But I use them every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Minus the Vicky and the gym membership, but everything else I use every day.
I think it's all because we don't want to watch ads.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
The kind of life.
the inconvenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first world problems.
Yes.
For me, very similar, more just like entertainment. Usually don't buy a lot of stuff for myself, but I'm really easily convinced to buy things for other people, or like if someone wants something or if it's like contributing to a bigger purpose, then I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. But if it's like, do I want to buy myself like a $20 shirt? Probably not. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. And so like because of that, like I spend most of my money on food because like for me, food makes me happy, and like eating food with other people makes me happy, and like it's just nice communal time. And we also like to go out to eat too. Not as much recently, but like when we were dating and early on into our marriage, we would go out to eat pretty often. And it's quite pricey too. Like every time you go out to eat, you probably spend at least $100, and that's like maybe like 2 weeks of groceries already. And so now I'm like trying not to eat out as much, and like with pandemic and everything closing and nothing tasting the same anymore, I prefer cooking at home and eating at home now. But sometimes like by Friday I'm ready to just go grab something to eat and not cook because I've been cooking the whole damn week already. Yeah. So a lot on that. And before too, it was like the alcohol and like getting drinks because we'll hang out so often, and every single time we'll just bring something to share. So a lot of it was that. But besides that, like my house is probably my biggest expense. A good expense though. I wouldn't change it for anything else. So yeah, I think those are my biggest expenses.
Okay. For me, would be the house. Would be one of the biggest expenses. And then my car too, but I just recently paid that off. So
Yeah, congratulations on
yeah,
that.
thanks.
That's big.
I
Yeah.
know. Woo! But yeah. And then definitely credit card.
Oh yeah.
I won't go into too much detail, but I only have one credit card to pay out, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's manageable.
Yeah.
And it's good to like use your credit card to make purchases because then it builds your credit.
Right, definitely.
And you can get whatever bonuses or points that
yeah.
you can get with that card.
Right. Because with that credit card, I get like rewards. So sometimes, every time I get like some kind of money back from that credit card. I use it to pay my credit card.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then even though like I have like a good amount of credit card debt on that credit card, like it's not bad. Like it's yeah, it's not bad.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it
yeah,
could be worse.
for sure. Yeah, it's not even like the max of what that credit card can
Yeah.
go to.
So you're good because
It's
like,
half of it. So
because for us it's kind of like we just have our house, student loans, car, and a credit card.
right.
Like
Yeah.
we don't have a business loan or like other things that we have to pay for towards, right? And so I feel like our debt is pretty minimal
Yeah, for sure.
compared to the rest of the nation.
Yeah, so that my credit card debt, and then what else? I think that's and the school loans. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Waiting for Biden, right?
I know,
right,
student loan
for
forgiveness.
real.
What's going on with that?
I
Come on,
know.
please.
Shoot, that would like be so good. But on a paycheck to paycheck basis, we usually spend a lot on like going out to eat. But we've been pretty good. So, and then we have a lot of subscriptions too. We have Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, our gym membership, and then our phone bills.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Or that I know of. Teacher probably knows there's probably more from teacher's perspective, but yeah.
Are you guys planning to also split those subscriptions?
I think so. Netflix, it comes with our phone bills. So I don't know, maybe I don't know what to do with the phone bill. Maybe we'll just take the money from our joint account or something like that if we put money in it. Because
Yeah.
I don't think it would be fair if he pays it or if I pay it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but then, YouTube and Disney Plus, I would probably pay for it because Gucci, yeah. So, yeah, but
Me too. I pay for all of it, but he uses it.
right.
I do pay for all of it too. Yeah.
These guys are doing us dirty. But yeah, no, yeah, I think I would be paying for it, but I'm fine with it though, cause
Do you have Amazon Prime?
oh yeah, I have that
Oh,
too.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be paying for that too.
Amazon Prime is so expensive.
It is.
All my
Didn't it go up?
Yeah. All my siblings use it too, so like when it's due, I'm like, hey, you guys pay up because I'm not the only one who uses it.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what TK does because it's under TK's name, but
Yeah.
his whole family will use it, and then when the time comes, we just split the pay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Because I'm like, dang, I'm not the only one benefiting from Amazon Prime, so
Right.
come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the subscriptions that I have, my siblings also benefit from.
Oh,
And so
okay.
like right now, similar to you guys, I have like YouTube Red, which is like Google Music, and then Netflix, Amazon. And so like I'm trying to get them to do like, hey, someone do like Spotify Family and add me on, or like someone do this and add me on. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us. Yeah, nothing too much.
Speaking about credit cards, I think we like briefly talked about this one time in a group chat.
Oh yeah.
But I was just gonna see because I really want to talk to someone who is like an expert in this credit card field because I've seen videos of people saying that you need these are the top 3 credit cards you should get to build
Oh.
credit, or are the most rewarding because of all of their benefits that they have on there.
Okay.
So I've been looking into getting a credit card where I have to pay an annual fee, but I'm nervous
Oh yeah, me too.
because I think the rewards will be great.
Yeah.
But I'm nervous I'm not going to use it enough to really gain all the benefits for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless
You know-
it's your primary credit card.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've got like a ton of other credit cards that I just have open, just sitting there. So I'm like, so if there's anyone out there who's an expert in this credit card field, hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it really depends on like what you want out of a credit card too. Like, do you want cash back or do you want like travel reward
Yeah.
points? because I've also looked into that too. Like, do I want to pay $99 minimum for a credit card annually? Because I know like the Delta American Express one, I think there's one that's like 99, or like the Chase Sapphire, there's one that's like you have to pay annually for, and the benefits are really good. But I'm like, am I gonna really use it? And the one I have now, which is like the Bank of America Travel Rewards, I get points for my purchases to spend on traveling, so I can reimburse myself for paying for flights and hotels, whatever is like part of any travel expenses I have. But I've been looking, trying to figure out like what should I do next, like to make that leap. But like it's hard because I don't want too many credit cards either. And like
Yeah. And I think the idea of them putting like this is the annual fee on there kind of scares me.
yeah.
You know, like you said, like minimum is like $99. I've seen some that's like $350 to pay
Yeah.
annually. And I'm like, whoa, is it gonna be worth it? But because I really want travel points, I really want to just travel, and so I'm like, if I get this card, I have to make sure that my bills, I want to charge them to this card. You know,
Yeah.
that I'm already paying for out of my checkings account. So if I take it out from my credit card, I know I can pay it off, and then I can get those points back. But at the same time, it's like, can I really make that commitment, do that, and then still use it for other personal purchases? Because obviously,
yeah.
for those points, you get more points. For those cards, you get more points depending on where and what you spend it on, like dining points, groceries, traveling. If you, I know with my Amex, if I use that to buy flight tickets, I get more points in return
Oh, okay.
compared to if I just spend it, I don't know, buying supplies at Target.
You should look at the Bank of America Travel Awards then. I
Okay.
can't remember if it's broken into categories, but I got a significant amount of points to pay for a lot of my travel, and it's just like based on all your purchases too. It's not like limited to like if you buy on travel, you get more points. I think it's just like based on how much you spend. Might be wrong. I have to double check because it's been a while since I've really looked at the terms again. But I think that might be a really good one.
Okay.
Because I know for the Delta one, when I was looking into it, they said that it'll be more beneficial for you to get it if you travel frequently and you travel with Delta. So I'm like, well, I do want to travel, but I don't think I will actually travel that often. And so then what's the point of me having this credit card then?
Right.
So
Because that's what I do with my Delta card. Whenever we purchase stuff, I purchase flights for that one, or if I have to purchase flights for my parents, then I purchase with that credit card. So I've got points in there. But then again, like you said, like it's mainly a Delta.
yeah,
And
it
Delta
is.
it's a really good
Yeah.
flight,
Yeah.
airport, or whatever, but it's more expensive compared to maybe some other.
Yeah, like what if you want to fly Sun Country because they have a better deal? Then you're like, well, I have my Delta card, and that flight is like $300.
Compared to maybe like a 199 or whatever
Yeah,
flight.
exactly.
But yes, credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Oh, never mind. I was gonna talk about Roth IRA and
Oh.
401k.
Uh-huh.
Have you guys looked into that? Or are you guys investing in that?
No. Just because. Yeah, no. Like I have it set up. I have a couple accounts set up for a 401k, but I don't really contribute any money into it just because I plan on investing in my life insurance plan just because we can because the one that I have, you can use it as an alternative to a 401k plan. So
Okay.
and it has more benefits that way. But it's just to what you prefer. But yeah, definitely do your research. Yeah.
Because for your life insurance one, you don't have to wait until your retirement age to withdraw the funds, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's the nice part about that. Then.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you'll have to wait till you're like, what, 65 is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, right?
Yeah.
To
For a
withdraw?
401k,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And a 401k has like fees that you'll have to pay to,
Mm-hmm.
versus or compared to my life insurance plan, you don't have to Like there's no fees for you to take loans from your insurance plan. So yeah, but I don't know too much about Roth IRAs or like 401k plans. So yeah, how about you guys?
For me, I just do whatever my workplace offers. So um, right now at the U of M, based on my employee group, I'm part of the Minnesota State Retirement Plan, and so I do that. And then we also have the option of doing an optional retirement plan, so I do that as well. And I do a certain percentage per paycheck towards that retirement account. But I don't think that's a Roth or a 401k. I think it's more like a 403b. It was slightly different. I don't know exactly the differences, but I know like Vaughn and I have talked about the Roth IRA, and he recently signed up for that through his workplace. And I think I can't remember which one, but one of them it's like pre-tax and the other one is post-tax. I think Roth is like post-tax.
Yeah, because you're paying after you already pay taxes.
Yeah.
So then when you take it out,
That's right.
yeah, you
You
just
don't
get
have
the
to pay
full.
tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's I think some people are probably prefer the Roth IRA or Roth 401k because you don't have to pay the big tax at the end when you take the money
Oh,
out.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, because I only have my 401k at work. I think it was like a couple years ago when I opened a Fidelity account, but I haven't put anything in there yet because I specifically opened it to have my own separate high yield savings account with them.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't done that yet, so I should really get on that. It's been a while, and I wanted to open a Roth IRA with them, but I haven't done that either. So I was like, I should really get on that because it's been what, maybe at least a year or two now, and I could have been saving money in there. You know, because they're like start early, start today,
Yeah.
and wait until you're a certain age to start saving.
Right.
Most definitely. The high yield savings account. I had one. I mean, I still have one, but I started that back in college too. So like putting money towards that, and it's with Discover. And so like pre-pandemic, the interest rate was really nice, but now it's crappy. So like I don't add money to that anymore. But then when we got married, we did a certificate of deposit, and so like whatever money you put in there, for example, you put like 5K in there, you can lock it for X amount of months. So I think we did like 3 or 5 years in it, and it'll accrue money, but the money is locked, so you can't withdraw money from it. But if you want to, you can terminate the account and withdraw your funds. But sometimes like you might have to pay for that. But those are really good options too if you want your money to accrue. It doesn't accrue as fast as like, I mean, you won't make as much money as maybe like investing in stocks or bonds and mutual funds, but like it's a very safe way to make a little more money in your savings account.
And I hear it's better to put it in that kind of account compared to just like your basic savings account.
Yeah,
Because you don't accrue as much.
Yeah.
Is it
Money
interest,
back.
money back, whatever.
Yeah.
But speaking of the stock market, have you guys invested in the stock market at all or done any?
No, I haven't. But I know teacher was looking at it, into it at one point, but not. We haven't been into it lately. Yeah.
We were into it during the pandemic when it first like started to crash a little bit and everything was dropping and trying to put money in, but now it's crap and we've lost a lot of money. Not a lot, but like we lost what we put in originally. But we do invest in other stocks too through like a separate situation that we have going on. We do some investing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I also started investing in the stock market during the pandemic as well.
Yeah, the best time to
Yeah.
invest, yeah.
So I still have all my money in there that I've invested, but like you said, it is pretty crappy right now because I think of the repression we're in,
Yeah, and inflation.
inflation, all of that. So it's been bad, but I will say the one stock that is still up for me is Ulta.
Oh, really?
Really?
Makeup is just not going away, guys.
That's true.
I think it's like double what I put in
Wow,
initially.
that's
So
Wow.
I was like, dang, I was not expecting that.
good. Yeah.
But I was talking to my coworker about it, and he's also really big into the stock market and bonds and all of that. And so he's like, well, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, there's so many people who are influencers,
That
you know,
is
who work
true.
from home and they need
Yeah.
their makeup. So it's never going away. And there's like Hollywood and just all these celebrities creating more and more makeup brand.
That is
Like
true.
Selena Gomez, Ariana, Kylie. And so he's like, that's a good investment. So
It really is.
Yeah.
Because when the pandemic hit and everything started to crash, like everyone thought the market was gonna crash, and then of course the market kind of did, and everything was super cheap. So like the mindset is like buy cheap and sell high, so you can make that money back. But like during the time the pandemic happened, it was like people were being creative and building like new technology to support the like work from home lifestyle, or like the virtual space. And so like people got a lot of money that way, but now like all the big tech industry firms are laying people off. So it's kind of like that's taking a step back too, and inflation and everything else. It's kind of like the market is really hurting right now.
Wow. That's crazy. It's like you're getting bit by the whatever. Anyways, moving on. It's like whatever you did in the past is like coming back to like eat you in the ass or something. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's the Ulta one is a good one, just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like
I was really
it's always
surprised.
steady. Like
Yeah.
I don't know when it will go down. Like just because people are
let us
always
know.
investing in makeup.
Let me invest
Yeah.
in makeup too.
Yeah, you guys should, because I think I saw an article saying, this was before, this was a while ago, that Ulta was going to be a part of Target. So I was like, oh, I saw that, and then I invested in Ulta.
Oh, that's
and
a
then
good plan.
It's like
yeah.
right before they merged, or like we're selling products in Target, and then it like just like continue to go up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like,
That's
whew,
good.
That's good.
got lucky.
Yeah, you did your research.
I know. That's why I'm always
That's
so
what
surprised.
it's all about. Yeah, doing your research.
Because there are literally people at home who are constantly checking the stock market,
Yes.
checking articles.
You do it like full time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I forget what the name of that job is called.
Day trading.
Yes, day
Yeah,
trading.
That's what it is. Because I remember looking, I saw a video of this guy who just did like penny stocks.
Yes.
And they could make money.
They do.
From just trading penny stocks.
Wow.
I was like, damn, I need to get into this.
That's crazy. Is that what your entrepreneur?
Yeah, for this year, we haven't heard yet.
No, it's not the stock market. I think I'm too scared to do that. And I feel like you said, like it has to be a full-time job where I need to be
Yeah.
reading articles and keeping up with the latest tech and company and seeing what kind of new investments they're coming up with. And I don't think I
agree.
have time or the knowledge to fully understand that.
Yeah.
So
Dang, that's crazy.
I think another hard part about investing is that you have to know that you're going to lose it, and you can't expect a
Right.
return on it. So like if you have 50K only in your savings account, like you might want to rethink, because like you need an emergency fund, you need to pay for X amount of expenses. But if you do have that 5K to invest, like you have to know that that money might not come back to you. You might end up with half that amount when you're ready to take that money out.
Right.
And so like I think a lot of people don't understand that, and they just go all in, and then after that they're kind of disappointed. But like
Right.
you have to know the realities of the stock market and how it works.
It's like gambling.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a
it
big.
pretty much
it is a
is,
big
yeah.
gamble. Yeah.
and it's more of like I think a long-term investment too.
Yes.
Right.
You really do gotta let it sit in there.
Yes.
Like the stock market will go up and down.
Right.
Like that's just how it is. And sometimes it's gonna stay down for a very long time. I think people get scared and then they just pull out their money.
Yeah.
And they
That's true.
just lose all that money. So
Yes, it is long term. They have to trust the process. Yeah. Should we quickly talk about like our future goals?
sure.
Oh,
What we
yeah.
want to do next with some of our money?
Well, on my vision board for this year, I put Invisalign on it, so I really want to get that done. I did get a consultation from my dentist clinic that I go to, but I'm gonna go to a different clinic to see to get like a second opinion and
Yeah,
see what their
good.
pricing is.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna happen this year. Maybe next year. So I'm prepping for it, or lining up my ducks for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's it for me.
I can go next quickly. I think the next biggest purchase that we might do is probably getting a new car for Va. New or gently used car, one of the two. But maybe not this year, depending on how the car goes. But in the very near future here, that will be our biggest expense. Yeah. Besides traveling.
Tudor and I are splitting accounts, so he's gotta fund that thing himself.
Pays
That's
for his own
right.
car, right? For us, I think right now is the baby.
Oh yeah.
So definitely doing a lot of savings right now. And then I think that and hopefully one trip this year.
That would be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And maybe always like save more, but
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about how much you make, but how much you save.
Or how much you live too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Right. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
I guess that's it for this episode. Definitely check us out in our other platforms: Google Podcasts, Spotify, and our Anchor, TreeLink, whatever, all that. Yeah, we will see you guys in our next episode. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.